Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is Saturday, February the 5th, 2022. This is episode number 317 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. This concludes this week our series we started last Sunday about purpose. Small business owners, I've been trying to give you different angles of what your purpose is in life, especially for your business, your employees, your customers. And today we're going to talk about the do. We've been talking about who, what, when, where, why, how, and now we end with do, which is the smallest big word that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about creating your own reality, committing to it, and figuring it out. Business tip number 1. We think of people that are out of touch with reality as a bad thing, and sometimes it can be. We have extreme people that are positive about it or crazy, like Mozart, or maybe people that have such a crazy concept that we think that they're completely out of touch, whether it be Elon Musk, who wants to go into space but doesn't quite have an idea, or it could be as much as Gary Vee, who tells us he's going to buy the New York Jets. But what I've determined is that the really successful businesses, when they figure out their purpose or have an idea about it, their concept seems to be out of touch with reality, such that, business tip number 1, they make their own reality. Now, I know what you're saying and what your friends are going to say. You know what? That is crazy. When I tell people that I plan to grow my business to a point that by the time I retire it's worth 10 million, people look at me like I am totally nuts. When I tell them how I'm going to grow the reoccurring, they think I'm totally nuts. But you know what? People like Gary Vee, the movers and shakers of the world, the people that have crazy, crazy vision to do things are sort of out of touch with the reality, but live in their own little bubble of reality. And sometimes I think that is a good thing for you, the business owner, because you got to have the vision. You got to be running towards your purpose. And sometimes it requires you to have your own reality. Business tip number 2, you have got to be committed. You have got to be committed towards your cause at a level that is just totally out of this world. Your commitment level is going to require more time from you, more money from you, more dedication from you, more priorities from you to accomplish your God-given purpose in your business. But commitment is the thing. Little tiny tweaks go to high peaks. And that is by the daily commitment you have towards your business, the weekly commitment you have towards your business, and the yearly commitment. The difference between a business owner and someone that works a job, to me, boils down to the commitment level. Business tip number 3 is you're going to have to figure it out. And what I mean by that is the opposite of that. You don't have to know every single little detail. So many times I meet solopreneurs, entrepreneurs that are trying to get everything figured out that they never start. You know what? In business, you will eventually figure it out, but you've got to get moving. You don't have to have all of the pieces in place at the moment you start. I always think of it like this. If I was going to drive from Dallas to Orlando, Florida, and I left at 1 o'clock in the morning, as long as I have a roadmap of where my destination is, I can get there with head beam lights that only show me 60 feet at a time. Let that sink in a minute. You can still get what you want to know just by figuring out this little piece of it to shine enough light to figure out the next piece, the next piece, the next piece. This is the advice that I'm giving myself. This is what I'm learning this week. Anything I learn, I throw over the fence to you because I want you guys to be awesome and go back to sleep.